we talk about amino acids, they are like the building blocks of protein.
You are made of them.
You are made of them.
So within protein, there is complete protein. So complete proteins are the ones that have all essential amino acids. So a food source that has all the essential.
Steak, whey protein.
I mean, all animal-based protein sources are usually essential. Then there's incomplete proteins, and this means you are deficient at least one essential amino acid. And these are usually things like plant-based sources.
Sorry, Kate.
I am not vegan, I'm vegetarian.
Same.
I have plenty of animal sources.
This one's for you. Okay, so again, combining food sources is important for vegetarians and vegans. I've had a lot of vegan, vegetarian clients that have been highly successful because usually they have a mixed diet, right? You mix different protein sources: beans, lentils, rice, peas, soy. The recommended sort of daily intake from the World Health Organization, or the WHO, have it based around 0.8 grams per kg of body weight.
It's not much.
This is a very, very small protein. And even sort of the experts are saying that this is too low. Pretty much what 0.8 does is pretty much represents the minimum amount to avoid deficiency. It's not things like osteoarthritis and sarcopenia, that's what you may get in nursing homes. Do you know what I mean? Because the elderly need a little bit less protein for this anabolic. So, for example, someone that weighs 70 kg would only need 56 grams of protein, which doesn't quite seem right, because that's a meal. You're getting that in a meal.
Yeah,
you can do your whole day in a meal, and that's really not hard to hit. But one thing this doesn't take into consideration, is sort of physical activity, weight training. Do you know what I mean? That becomes really important then, and 0.8 is just not enough. So a lot of the time, the amount of protein that we eat will be dependent on what we do in the gym. So, let's talk about 3 areas right now, and one of them we spoke about last week, which is like a recon phase, which is like you losing fat and building muscle at the same time. There may be a gaining phase, okay, or there may be a fat loss phase, and these vary depending on how much protein you have. These do vary depending on the deficit that you have for things like you've just said about sort of maintaining muscle mass. Less protein is needed when you are sort of bulking, when you're in a surplus, right? Because you've got so much food, you've got so many storages that your body will then have to run through those storages to start breaking down mass, right? So when you're bulking, you actually need a little bit less. So again, the research looks at about 1.8 grams per kg body weight to around 2.2, which is still a decent chunk.